Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain!
I can't hear you.
Aye, aye, Captain!
Oh!
Hello, scholars. Hello, hello. It's so very good to see you. Hello, hello. How are you today? Hello, hello. It's so very good to see you. Hello, hello. Time to sing and play.
What is up, Balboa Scholars? It is amazing to be with all of you today. Let's go warm up our bodies and our brains and our voices. Stand up with me. Let's do a nice slow stretch to begin. Or rather, let's do a couple of nice slow stretches. Roll your shoulders forward, then back. Do a squat and stand up and roll your shoulders forward 3 times, and another squat and again. And one more squat. And then roll again. Just gently pull your shoulder. Don't want to pull too hard. Just enough so that you feel the stretch. Switch. While we're stretching quietly, just if you want to pay attention to something, just pay attention to your breathing in and your breathing out. One more deep breath in. Deep breath out. Very good. Reach down and touch your toes if you can. I know I really can't, so if you can't, you can just sort of grab your elbows like this and then hang over. You should still be able to feel the stretch in the back of your legs. And remember to breathe nice and deep. One more inhale. And then exhale, breathe out. And then guess what? You're gonna do another squat. Squat. And then pop up and roll your shoulders again 3 more times. Nice job, nice job. I want you to wiggle your wrists and your fingers. Crack any of your knuckles if you need to. Hold out and stretch your wrist like this. Don't push too hard. Switch arms. Take a deep breath in. Hold. Breathe out. And breathe in. Hold for 10 seconds. Now let's shake it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. Let's go to Zumba rhythm. So, first and second grade scholars, we have a couple more rests than we normally do, so make sure you keep your eye out for those. Here we go. Tiki tiki. Tiki tiki. Ti 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 ta. Ta ah. Tiki tiki ta. Tiki 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 ta. Tiki tiki. Hope that you kept your eye out for all of those rests. Now as it speeds up, make sure you don't go too fast. Ready and tiki tiki. Tiki tiki. Ti 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 ta. Ta ah. Tiki tiki ta. Tiki tiki ti ti ta. Tiki tiki. Great job, everybody. Keep it up. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2. Ready and tiki tiki. Tiki tiki. Ti 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 ta. Ta ah. Tiki tiki ta. Tiki tiki ti ti ta. Tiki tiki. Fantastic job, everybody. One more time to go. Woo. Let's do this thing. 1, 2, ready, and tiki tiki. Tiki tiki. Ti 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 ta. Ta ah. Tiki tiki ta. Tiki tiki ti ti ta. Tiki tiki. Fantastic job, everybody. Let's go on to our vocal warm-up for today. Mama Owl is going to help us warm up our voices again. But instead of singing notes or just randomly around up and down, Mama Owl is going to actually teach us how to sing certain shapes. So this is the sound you're all familiar with, and it's almost like a circle. So we start low, then we sort of circle up high, and then we just come back down. Makes sense, right? Do it with me. Fantastic. Now let's make things interesting by adding some different shapes into the mix. How about triangle? This is the direction we're going to fly in. Here we go. Ooh. Nice job. How about a square? Here we go. Ooh. Brilliant job, everybody. Mama Owl agrees.
Jolly good show!
Now let's do a couple ovals, because that's maybe my favorite. Ovals, instead of being a perfect circle, are stretched out a little bit. And we're going to stretch ours up and down. So the shape will be like this. Here we go. Ooh. Great job, everybody. Let's do our oval, an owl oval, one more time. Ooh. Now that our voices are all warmed up, let's go to our first activity. We're going to learn a brand new song called Here Comes a Bluebird. Follow along and listen as I sing the song for you.
Here comes a bluebird through my window. Hey, diddle-dum-a-day, day, day. Take a little partner, hop in the garden. Hey, diddle-dum-a-day, day, day. Here comes a bluebird through my window. Hey, diddle-dum-a-day, day, day. Take a little partner, hop in the garden. Hey, diddle-dum-a-day, day, day.
Now that we've listened to it, try singing it with me.
Here comes a bluebird through my window. Hey, diddle-dum-a-day, day, day. Take a little partner, hop in the garden. Hey, diddle-dum-a-day, day, day. Here comes a bluebird through my window. Hey, diddle-dum-a-day, day, day. Take a little partner, hop in the garden. Hey, diddle-dum-a-day, day, day.
Now, we're gonna add movement to it. All we're gonna do is take some of the movement from Johnny Works with One Hammer, where we use our hammers on the beat of the music. We're gonna do that for the first part of the song, and then when we are hopping in the garden, we are all gonna hop in the garden on the beat. So if we put those things together, here's how it would go. 1, 2, ready, go. Here comes a bluebird through my window. Hey, diddle-dum-a-day, day, day. Take a little partner, hop in the garden. Hey, diddle-dum-a-day, day, day. Sing and move along with me.
Here comes a bluebird through my window. Hey, diddle-dum-a-day, day, day. Take a little partner, hop in the garden. Hey, diddle-dum-a-day, day, day. Here comes a bluebird through my window. Hey, diddle-dum-a-day, day, day. Take a little partner, hop in the garden. Hey, diddle-dum-a-day, day, day.
So we made the song interesting by adding movement. What else could we possibly add to make things even more interesting? If you were thinking dynamics,
Dynamics.
you're right! Bing, 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 bing. You are correct. Follow along with me as our dynamics pop up and change throughout the song. And the tricky fun part is, the volume that you're singing at has to change, and the size of your movements have to change. Let's try it out.
Here comes a bluebird through my window. Hey, diddle-dum-a-day, day, day. Take a little partner, hop in the garden. Hey, diddle-dum-a-day, day, day. Here comes a bluebird through my window. Hey, diddle-dum-a-day, day, day. Take a little partner, hop in the garden. Hey, diddle-dum-a-day, day.
Woohoo! That was so fun. I think we all deserve one more chance to sing and move our way through the song again. One more time. Here we go.
Here comes a bluebird through my window. Hey, diddle-dum-a-day, day, day. Take a little partner, hop in the garden. Hey, diddle-dum-a-day, day, day. take a little partner, hop in the garden. Hey, little day.
Great job, scholars. Let's move on to our next activity. We are going to use the video we watched last time of the orchestra playing the piece in the Hall of the Mountain King. The second thing we're going to talk about is musical instrument families. Let's chat for a moment how musical instrument families show up in the orchestra. Here is how most of the musicians are arranged in a pretty normal orchestra. Our string family sits in the front. The woodwinds are in the center, just behind them. The brass can be in a long line behind the woodwinds. And then depending on how many percussionists you have and percussion instruments, they can have another even longer line stretching out way in the back. We're going to turn to my screen all together. We are all going to be investigators, visual detectives today. We're going to watch this video of the orchestra performing in the Hall of the Mountain King, and your job is to figure out how is the orchestra arranged the same as what we just talked about, and how is it a little bit different? Let's try and figure it out. Okay, this is our first good look at our orchestra. We see here we have a bunch of string instruments, more string instruments. Okay, so since we've been able to look at this angle for a while, you should have seen the brass instruments are all here. This tuba is the biggest hint, right? This big brass metal instrument right here. And then we have the rest of our brass instruments sort of going along a line at the very top. Our woodwinds are a little tricky to see. The woodwinds are between the string and the brass in these couple of rows right here. Let's keep watching. See more of our woodwind players playing right here. Before they were just sitting. Now let's see if we can find the percussion instruments. And I bet that all of you saw those very quickly. We have our timpani, and then we have a bass drum. We have cymbals right here. So we have our little percussion section right here. So putting all of that together, the diagram we saw at the beginning, and then the way the orchestra looked in the video was pretty similar. The only real difference was that we had a small percussion section that basically was just off to the left side of the orchestra. They didn't have to take up the entire back area like a big percussion section normally needs to take up. Now that we've talked so much about orchestras and we've listened to orchestral music today, I want to show you all one final thing. To finish off today, we are all going to watch this amazing performance of a piece called Jupiter, the Bringer of Jollity. Now, jollity is not a word we use very much anymore, so a better way of putting it might be Jupiter, the Bringer of Joy. So this piece is meant to sound kind of like the planet Jupiter, and it's also meant to sound joyous. When I came across this video, I thought, what better thing for us all to sort of get to listen to than something that sounds joyful? Without any further ado, let's watch this very unique, special performance of Jupiter, Bringer of Jollity from the symphony The Planets, written by Gustav Holst. Oh man, that piece makes me feel so many feelings. I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I do. As you can imagine, we've reached the end of our time for today. So thank you so much, as always, for listening well, for being focused and paying attention. I know all those things can be kind of tough during this time, but it really means a lot to me that we still get to share such cool music all together. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, an amazing rest of your week, an incredible rest of your month, and I don't really know where else to go. With that, I'll see you all next time. Miss you all so much. Bye.